Hello.
How are you doing, Your Honor?
Very good. Your name?
Shar McKinney.
Okay. And where are we with her case?
Your Honor, this is a motion to set aside
Oh, it is.
judgment and motion to stay eviction.
Yes. And what's the basis of your motion, ma'am?
So there was an eviction set. I was in the hospital during this time. I don't really know all of even what happened, to be honest. I had a emotional, basically breakdown. I'm not trying to cry. I'm not crying.
Oh, it's all right. Good.
At first glance, this looks like a simple probation check. But listen carefully. This case sits right at the line between parental rights and criminal boundaries. One side sees desperation, the other sees harassment. Let's break down how the court decides where that line is drawn.
My mother died earlier this year. I'm new to this apartment complex. And I basically was having a mental health breakdown over months. I wasn't even sleeping. And I was just, all I remember is just walking a lot. So apparently I disturbed neighbors. I'm apologizing to the community, to just everybody. It's just a lot. So since I've been in the hospital, I got out of the hospital October 31st. I have a letter here from Community Mental Health. I'm a client of Community Mental Health. I also have a trauma therapist as well as a talk therapist that I'm working with. Trust me, they on FaceTime. I drive them crazy. They're tired of me. I even talked to them before I got here.
So let me ask you this. Before, and what I hear you saying is that the events that led up to this were a result of what you're now getting treatment for.
Correct.
Okay. And prior to, how long have you been a consumer of CMH?
A couple of years.
A couple of years?
Yeah, I have been.
Okay. So when the events as you described it, not sleeping and the disturbances and things, and you said you're not clear on everything, right? And I get it. Were you seeing your CMH worker? Were you in touch with them or no?
I was calling CMH. I was calling them even at night. I was calling my CMH caseworker, and I was calling the crisis team overnight. I was calling. The cops ended up coming. A lot happened. I'm trying not to.
Okay, but okay, let me ask you this. If as a result of that contact, is that why you were in the hospital?
I don't really remember. It was a lot that was going on during that time.
Okay, so let me ask you this way. How'd you end up in the hospital?
Oh, I ended up in the hospital?
Pardon?
How did I end up in the hospital?
Yeah.
I was out of it. Like I was out of it. I don't even.
Okay, so, and I'm not saying it is a bad thing, but you were taken to the psychological ward. Is that where you were?
Oh yeah, I got taken.
Okay.
Yeah, I went voluntarily to the.
No, I get it. I just, when you said you were in the hospital, one could be there for physical reasons. One could also be there for psychological reasons. You were in the hospital for psychological.
Oh, correct.
Right.
Yes.
How long were you in the hospital? Do you know?
It was over a week, maybe 10 days.
So you had a 10-day stay and then got out at the end of October.
Yep.
What? Okay. That was the date the judgment was on. Okay. Anything from plaintiff?
Your Honor, we've asked our client to see if they'd be willing to let Ms. McKinney stay. Would be willing to agree to that at this time, given the effect on the other tenants. They're not willing for that to be a possibility. I could probably offer to set aside the judgment once, if possession is surrendered.
I don't have anywhere to go.
but
I have a kid, 3 cats. Like I literally have nowhere to go. Literally.
Before you got hospitalized, were you seeing your CMH worker? I mean, I understand you were calling, but were you in contact with anybody from community mental health?
My psychiatrist, yes. And then my case manager.
Okay, but that was happening before you were hospitalized? For
I
how
was
long?
trying, but the thing is, nobody's answering.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
No, go ahead.
They're listening now.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at.
They're listening now.
Okay. At some point, this is what I'm just trying to understand, okay? Because I wasn't there, so you got to help me here. And I want to make sure I'm understanding what's going on at the time. You're telling these people in whatever way it was happening for you that you were in crisis.
Yes.
And from your perspective, whether true or not, I'm just saying, from your perspective, nobody was hearing you.
At all.
And then at some point, it got to the point that you were hospitalized.
Correct.
And then until you were at least there for about 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
You got out.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is sort of staring you in the face. And you're even having some difficulty trying to figure out what exactly happened. Because at the time you knew that you were in crisis, right? Okay.
Today's eviction hearing took a turn no one expected. A tenant walked into court armed with photos, claims of a rat infestation, and something he called a rat stick. The judge's face said everything. Accusations flew, tempers rose, and what should have been a standard hearing spiraled into one of the wildest courtroom moments you'll ever see.
So, Mr. Kenny, here's what I'm going to do. Do you have, and you might want to work through your CMH worker. We need documentation of what you're telling me. Okay, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying we need some documentation to be sent to the court and also to plaintiff's counsel. All right, I understand their position on it, but I want to take a look at it before I rule on your motion to stay. I'm going to stay the eviction at this point in time. But as to whether or not I'm going to cancel the eviction and try to figure out something to do, I want to see that documentation. Okay. Because as if you're you follow what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
All right. So how long will it take you to get that documentation and get it over to the attorney and to the court?
What time is it? We can get it
Pardon?
Monday. I was gonna say today. What?
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. All right. Why don't you try to get that right before the holiday, by Wednesday
Okay.
next week? Can you? Okay. And
Your Honor,
yes.
would you mind setting this maybe as a final settlement conference day?
Sure.
Might allow us to kind of
Okay.
lay questions out.
So let's do it this way then. If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna get the documentation in, but I'm gonna make that due date for the documentation December 1st. Okay, 2025, because sometimes it's hard to get some of that document. Okay, ma'am. Then I'm going to set this for a final settlement conference. I'm going to set that for December 9th.
Okay,
Okay. 2025 at 9. I'm setting a final settlement conference, but I'm just going to stay the writ at this time. But okay.
okay.
You look confused.
A little
Say
bit.
something that didn't make any sense to you. You got to ask me.
I need to have my documentation before the holiday.
Well, no, you need to get the documentation. I gave you the day after the holiday weekend to get it to the court and also get a copy over to their attorneys.
Okay,
All right. And then that'll be the first. And then that following week, you need to come back to the court after I've had a chance to review it.
perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I appreciate you.
Take care. Sparrowwood Apartments versus Michelle Shimon. Yes, I am pronouncing everybody's name wrong, so I'm gonna say whatever.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Certainly, Michelle Chemiot.
All right. The last time that we were here, you said you were going to move. Okay, where are we in that process?
I'm still working on it. I can update you on a couple of things.
Surely.
I've arranged my mover with my helper that lives with me.
Okay.
So I've got that arranged. I'm still pitching and packing and looking for a place to live. Because of my disabilities, I'm finding that yesterday I was at a place in Ypsilanti that was reasonable, but the railing outside was too wide to grip to get up 2 steps that were too high to walk up unless the maintenance man came and lifted me up and got me in. And then when I got in, the bathroom was so small that I couldn't get my walker. I just could get my walker in the door, but there was no space in the bathroom to turn my walker around.
Okay.
It was really cramped. I'm finding things are not accommodating for my handicap. Ms. Linton has told me that she could do a reasonable modification request. But the fact that I couldn't manage in the bathroom and I don't know what they can do about the step going into the apartment. A ramp might work, but the bathroom just didn't work. While I'm here in court, we were looking at Beale properties. I'm looking on Craigslist and I'm finding better places there. And I'm going to be making some calls starting tomorrow. Let's see. And a lot of apartments that are available have stairs in them, so I can't go up and down stairs, blah, blah, blah. And I still want you to know that as soon as I'm settled, I'll be starting to make payments to Sparrowwood. And if I get a decent amount of my damage deposit or my security deposit back from them, that'll be my first payment. It's $855 is my security deposit. There is some damage done by my live-in helper on a closet door, putting his scooter in the closet. So if he can't fix it, then they'll probably charge me for that. But anyway, that's kind of my situation. I'd like to request more time. I'm still working regularly to try and find a place. And that's about it.
All right. Anything from the plaintiff on this?
I'm sorry.
I was asking if they wanted to say anything before
Your Honor, I don't have authority to stipulate to an adjournment, and I think my client would likely ask if there's any way that if this is gonna get adjourned, if there's any way that, if Ms. Shemiak could put December's rent towards the balance, but I understand that that is subject to
I am getting my social security check next week, so I'll have that money to help me get out.
okay.
Okay.
Sherry-Ann, let me tell you something. First time I saw you on Zoom, one of my impressions of you were just a really proud woman who was trying to make do and do the best that you could with where you are. And every time that, since you've been coming in person, you come here, you give me an update about where you are. And you have a stated goal in mind, but trying to get there isn't easy. And for you, there are even more barriers, like you said. You're trying to find some place and you can't even get up the steps to get in.
Yeah.
And then you get in, and even if that were resolved, the unit itself isn't functional for you. And those are different barriers that a lot of us don't have to deal with. But, you know,
I'm finding better examples right now on Craigslist while I've been sitting here in court. And I plan to call Wood Creek Apartments, see if I can find something without the stairs.
but here's the thing. A lot of people, when they find themselves in that position, get angry. They get mad at the world. They want to, I don't know, yell at everybody. And I know you look at me kind of confused because that's not you. And I don't say this to defendants much or participants in the court, but when you come here, you are just a joy to listen to.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
And to just listen how you try to work through the process. Okay? And I know you're doing everything you possibly can to move. I mean, and, you know, he's saying, I'll move, and then you are telling me you even are trying to set up a plan to, as to how you're going to get them paid back. And what that really just tells me is that you're just a person that just tries to do the right thing.
Thank you.
All right. So your Social Security check comes in, right? But you need that to move.
Absolutely.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Because otherwise she's going to be between a rock and a hard place. I understand and will reserve ruling on plaintiff's request for escrow. I will not order any escrow for rent at this time. Okay.
I can't hear you. I'm
Probably
sorry. Could you speak
because
up?
I'm sorry.
I can't hear you.
You couldn't hear
Speak
me.
up.
I'm not going to order you to pay any money into court escrow at this time
Thank you.
because you're going to need it to move. And based upon what you're telling me, I think when all of this gets down to a certain point, you're going to try to find a way to make it good because that's just who you are. All right. And that's just in all honesty in my heart, what I believe.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to do that at this point. And I'm going to adjourn this out. I'm adjourning it out over the objection of plaintiff. All right. Ma'am, and I know probably every night you sit here and worry about this, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it every day.
I know that you work on it, but you're worried about it, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to, all right, so let's do this. And I'll just tell you this. I'm not letting anything happen to you. All right? I'm going to give you the time that you need to try to do what you're doing. All right? And so I'm going to adjourn this out. And again, this is over the objection of plaintiff, but I'll adjourn it out at this point to December 12th, 2025 at 2 p.m. I would go out a little bit further, but I want you to come back and see me.
Well, we'll probably both gain a little weight from Thanksgiving.
Yes, absolutely. That's it.
You said December 12th at what time?
At 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Oh, thank you
Yes.
very much. I
You're
really
welcome.
Appreciate it.
And you have a very wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving.
I've got my frozen healthy choice meal with turkey in it, so I'm going to be happy.
There you go.
Thank you, Kara. I'm sorry, Judge. I
No, it's okay.
appreciate everything.
I've been
Great
called
holiday.
a lot of things. I'll take that one.
Thank you.
All right. Take care of yourself.
I have a great reputation, by the way. You know,
Pardon?
you have a great reputation, by the way.
I do?
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you.
People I know you well and love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
This wasn't a normal eviction case. One side claimed non-payment. The other claimed a full rat infestation, even describing sleeping with a stick to fight off rodents. The judge demanded answers, the landlord pushed back, and chaos unfolded. What happened next turned this simple hearing into pure courtroom shock.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Is that it for that block? And then we got to get ourselves set up for the next block. All right. Court is staying in recess. Young lady, thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
Do appreciate it. All right. Court's in recess.
When the hearing ends, one truth stands out. The court will protect access to a child, but it will not tolerate behavior that crosses into intimidation or control. Structure replaces chaos, and patience replaces impulse. Did the judge strike the right balance here? Let me know below.